gonna be like, you guys missed the topics, and I've had a lot, you know, like I've had enough time to kind of get my mind together to give y'all a topic video that makes sense. So this one is gonna be like, I guess, how to get over heartbreak or heartache or whatever the fuck you wanna call it when you go through something with somebody. The review for this hair should be up already. If it ain't, it's coming in the glasses. The link to these will be below. So I had my first real heartbreak, which I didn't know that's what it was when it happened. I just wanted to die. Probably like in 2014, I was in a relationship, and for almost a year, like almost to the year to the day, and the person broke up with me. And I guess this was a little different for me, and I had a hard time kind of getting over this or dealing with this, is because this was, I guess, the first time in life I had ever been broken up with. Usually I am the dumper, not the dumpee. So the person that I was with just pretty much was like, I don't want to do this anymore. They were younger than me, so I guess because they were younger, they felt like I was kind of taking their fun away, and that wasn't my point at all. It was just more so at the time, I just seen them going in a direction that just didn't work. If you see somebody moving in a direction that's bad, you want to be like, hey yo, I hope you know there's gonna be like a nice little train that's gonna smack your ass towards the end, so maybe you shouldn't do that. But they just felt like I was, you know, so that was cool. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when you get into a relationship, you also have like a friendship with the person. You're in a relationship with them, but you're also in a friendship too. And that's the greatest relationships, are because you guys have, you know, the jokes and the good times and all that. Well, I thought once this was over, me and this person would be able to be friends after this, at least, you know, and continue. And they didn't really see it that way. So they started to doing like very childish, dumb shit to me that was really pissing me off and was really hurting my feelings at the time. Now I can laugh at it. But at the time, it was just like they were ignoring me. We were supposed to go on like an anniversary date I had set up, and then that didn't work. And they were just kind of like, I'm kind of good on you. And it just went from like here to there in like 2.5 seconds. So this is a person that I spend 90% of my time with, and now all of a sudden we can't even have a conversation. So I remember, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys may have known that I posted a posted a video crying. And you guys know I don't cry for anything, but I was really in my feelings. Like, my feelings were so hurt. And then after we broke up, I found out a lot of things about this person that were later. I didn't know that was going on with them, like just mentally. I didn't know that there was issues there. So I kind of felt bad in a way for certain ways that I may have reacted and acted towards certain things. And because I really just lost a friend. Like, that wasn't fun to me. So what I had to do, because I've never, like, before this, I had, you know, still been cool with people. Maybe it just didn't work out. Or usually when I get to the point where I'm ready to break up with somebody, I'll be so far over it that once it's over, I'll be like, thank God, now let's move the fuck on. But for this, I was in my feelings so hard, and everything just made me sad. I would cry. I remember my friend called me to get some advice, and I just broke down crying. And she was like, I feel bad because you're the person that I always call when something is wrong, and right now you're going through this, and I really can't do anything because I don't have anything to say. Like, you're never this person. You're always the total opposite. So what I did to kind of get over that, and now the person seems to like unmercifully want to contact me for whatever reason. We ain't gonna be cool, my nigga. I wish you the best, but I wished your ass away a long time ago. I just feel like a lot of times when people do things to me, especially, I don't know about you guys, but when you do something to me that I feel is unwarranted, and I still to this day feel like that was just childish and stupid, I don't fuck with you no more. I don't give a fuck what you was going to. Your grandmother could have fell off a ledge in a wheelchair with a broken leg. I wouldn't give a fuck, because I didn't do it to you. So remember, when you break up with somebody, and let's just say you want to be cool, and later on in life, make sure that you end that on a good note. Make sure you end that and you're respectful to that person if they brought something and they mean something to you. Because if you acting like they don't mean shit to you, just know that when they get on and they move on with life, there is nothing that you can say or do is going to change how they feel about you. You're going to always be that fuck up in life. You're going to always be that motherfucker who brought them so much drama and heartache that they don't want to ever go back and feel that again. So for me, I just feel like the person should have understood that I have no intentions of hurting you. I only wanted to help you. And I'm sure to get it now, but it's a little too late. So for me, what I did during that time was I ended up going, I think, to New York during that time. I don't know. And I had a friend out there that was real cool. He was just a friend. Nothing, you know how y'all be. But nothing like that or whatever. We were cool. And I remember we had went out and I was out there for about a week. I didn't Snapchat nothing. I didn't Instagram anything. I just literally just needed time away from social media to just get myself together. And what's crazy is I was so focused on just getting back to me, I didn't realize that I'm now like low-key about to get into a relationship with someone else or whatever, which I didn't do right away. We were very cool, but he ended up being the boyfriend that I'm with now. He ended up being somebody for me that he just got me. He understands me. He understands all of my quirks. He understands the things that piss me off. He understands that he can get this work if he want to be stupid. You know, and just it's stuff like he texting now. So it's just one of those things where you're in a relationship with somebody, when you love someone, it's hard to get over them, you know? And that's where heartache comes from. It comes from the fact that you cared, you know? And for me, I sometimes care a little too much, okay? That's usually my problem. So in that situation, what I did was, me and him, we literally like got to know each other for about a good 9 to 10 months after my breakup. So we were friends. That was it. We didn't kiss, we didn't hold hands, we were legit just friends. And once it was like a year of us just being friends, he came to me and was like, okay, it's been a year. I really want to just get to know you in a very personal way. I want to get to, like, I think you're dope as fuck. Which his words, not mine, his words. And I just want to get to know you. Like, I don't understand why nobody would not appreciate the type of person that you are. And at that time, I was just like, I don't want to get in no relationship with nobody right now, baby. Not today, maybe tomorrow, but not today. So he respected what I had to say. So it wasn't until, I think it was about a year and like a year and a half. And then at that point, we got together. And we've been together ever since. And this was like 2000. I broke up at the end of 2000, I think, 14, I think. So all to 2015, we were cool. And then last year, we got together and we've been together ever since. Like, we've been really cool. That's why last time you guys asked me, do you have a boyfriend? At that time, I was like, I don't know. You know, like, I don't know. Like, I didn't want to put a category on it, but that heartbreak still to this day hurts my feelings. Because I know for a fact that, you know, this was a person that I felt was going to be part of my life forever, no matter what happened. And they decided that that's not what they wanted. So I was cool with that. It wasn't until after we broke up did this person start going to everybody that I knew, trying to get them to get a message to me saying that they wish that we could be friends and they miss what we once had. And when you hear shit like that, you like, well, what the fuck was all this shit then? Hell no. Nigga, I wouldn't motherfucking say hi to your ass at a bus stop. Okay, the world could be ending. Cloverfield could be coming fucking us up and I will walk right past you. Because I feel like I'm a forgiving person. I done forgave the person for everything that they've done, but I will never forget what they done. And when you're a good person and somebody does you like that, you never want to deal with them again. That's not something that you just say, hey, I want to go put my heart on the line and say, bitch, hey, what's good? No. So for me, I'm not going to say the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. Although that has been suggested to myself and I'm sure a lot of you, but it's I got more in tune than what I wanted to do. I remember in 2015 was like doll overhaul. I was getting all types of samples done for my doll. I just kind of threw myself into something that would help me through this time. And I had never been through anything like that. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I've been through heartbreak, like my feelings have been hurt, but it never was to that severity, like ever. Like I wanted to die. And I've never, when I watch movies and people like, my heart is hurt, I want to die. I'm like, bitch, it ain't never that serious. No, it was that. Now I get it. Now I understand how people, and we were only together for about a year almost a year to the day. I can only imagine how people feel after 5 years of being with somebody, or you've been in a marriage with somebody for years and you've known this person since you was a kid. I understand why it's hard to detach from a person that you spent all of your time with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when you're younger like that and you spent a lot of your adolescent years with someone and then you grow up, you know, and I had to learn in that situation. I have to allow people to grow. If I see somebody hitting a wall, the first thing I'm gonna do is say, don't do it. But again, I have to let them go through those things because I went through those things, you know, and I don't think, you know, I can tell you how bad it feels to get a weave, but until you get a weave, you ain't gonna understand that pain, okay? So sometimes you have to let people, you have to let them go to let them fly. And I wish the person the best, I really do. I just don't want them nowhere near anything that I'm doing, nowhere near me, nowhere near, you know, any of those things that mean something to me now. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the person that I feel like I'm gonna marry one day, or I don't want that energy. Because if I understand that people make mistakes, I really do. It happens, we all do it. But there are certain mistakes that I'm not gonna make towards people that mean something to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna put myself in a situation and dog out somebody that I feel didn't deserve it. You know, if ever there's an issue with me or somebody, I'll come to them and say, hey, this is the situation. Like I said, this is the first time I ever been dumped, so maybe that's why I took a little bit harder. But I think it wasn't even just that, because I kind of felt the same way that they felt, like the relationship was eventually gonna expire, but I wanted for it to expire on good terms. They decided that, yeah, that's what I want to do, that's what they said, but that wasn't the actions that they took. So getting over heartbreak, my best advice to any of you who's gonna go through this or have been through this is put yourself first. You know, a lot of times we have a tendency in relationships to want to help another person, especially if you feel like the other person is less knowledgeable than you. They have a lot less going on. They're still trying to find out who they are. So you kind of seeing a little bit of yourself. So it becomes a little bit of a charity, like a Build-A-Bitch, because you're trying to help somebody become the best them. But if they don't want to do that, then you should never put yourself in a position where you're forcing who you are and what you do and what you believe and what you see them to be on them, because then they're gonna maybe start resenting you after a while. And sometimes people are just assholes and they don't realize what they got until it's gone, and then at that point it's just too late. You know what I'm saying? So do you. And when you get in relationships, understand that you still matter. I kind of lost myself a little bit. And as much as I do videos about self-love and all that, I'm still a human, so I still make mistakes too. And that was one mistake that I had to learn, because even now in the relationship that I'm dealing with now, whenever there's an issue that I feel a little bit about, I'd be like, hello? Yeah, call me, cause no, call me back because I don't like that post. And he don't care because he know for a fact that I wouldn't do this unless I really felt some type of way about it. If I didn't feel any way about it, then he wouldn't get no call or no text about it. But that also is how our relationship is too, because he's not gonna say, oh, I'm tired of hearing this. But if you're tired of hearing it, then don't do it again. Because I don't complain about just nothing. It needs to be a reason. So, you know, but just understand, be open and learn from your mistakes from the past and see it for what it is. Because at the time, I didn't get why this was happening. It was that, why, Courtney, why? That's how I felt. But then later did I realize this all happened because that wasn't for you. That was an experience that you needed to go to. That was something that, you know, was going to help you, but that wasn't all for you. And I'm God now. No, I am so happy. That was so true. So I hope you guys got something from this. Just love you and understand that heartbreak, no matter how hard it's hurting for you at the moment, it's gonna go away. Because I'm the happiest bitch I've ever been right now in the situation I'm in at this moment, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch y'all in my next one. Peace.